The following program contains scenes and language of a frank and explicit nature. Discretion is advised.
Okay, Heidi, hand on your heart. God bless America.
I don't know the words.
Land where women aren't free. Today is, as of this recording, it is July 3rd. Tomorrow, Independence Day. We celebrate the freedom of this great nation, but not for women, of course. No, it's for men now. Women are not free in America anymore. So, everyone please enjoy the high holiday for dudes tomorrow. Boo. Honestly, tomorrow's 4th of July, and it's like, I'm a very patriotic person, and almost annoying at times, but tomorrow doesn't feel as celebratory as it usually is.
I was reading an article by the pool the other day in Vegas.
Wow.
It was so hot I could only last like 10 minutes outside, but it was a short article about oh my god, Ruth Bader Ginsburg.
Yep.
About how she should have stepped down. And then I'm like, why didn't she? And why didn't they say, hey, you know what? It's probably be best if you did step down. Like, what happened? I don't understand that whole thing.
She really was doing incredible work. And,
right. She's I'm not. She's
awesome. Of course.
Sorry, yeah.
But I believe Obama did at one point approach her and say, like, looking like you probably should retire soon, huh? And she was like, no, I must go on. And she busted her ass and she did great things, but it did kind of fuck things up pretty bad. Yep. Anyway, welcome to this lovely episode. We're going to move on from sad stuff. Welcome back. Heidi, you literally just drove in from Vegas, and boy, are your arms tired. Oh, Dan. Fucking Christ.
So funny.
What was going on? Were you building a casino or?
No, so my boyfriend's place flooded, so they paid him to leave
With
his
cum?
place.
I didn't know.
Whoa.
That's disgusting.
Wow. If you're going to speak, just into them. Oh, okay, I got you. Okay.
God, you're so tan.
Talking about me? Tan Cleary?
So Darren is so beautiful right now, and they're tan.
Yeah, she's looking more and more like real Darren every day.
I was wondering if that was going to be some ammo there.
Yeah.
So we
on
went.
the camera though, everyone, just so you know.
So he got paid. He got paid. He got paid.
Hey, making the money.
So he got paid to go somewhere or to either stay here and get a hotel, and it was cheaper in Vegas, and I had a week off work, so so we went there, and he played poker, and poker was the World Poker Tournament. And
oh shit!
We stayed at some cool places. We stayed at where did we stay at? The Venetian. I love the Venetian.
I didn't know he was a poker player. Mm-hmm. Is he good?
He's really good. Yeah.
Did he place? Did he make anything?
No.
Oh.
Talk about that. But what did we do? We saw Matt Franco.
Who's that?
We've seen him twice now, and he's a magician. He was on America's Got Talent.
I'm a sucker for magicians.
I
like it.
Oh my god! He does stuff that's like, what the fuck? Like it's like David Blaine stuff where you're like, that's black magic. Like there's so like how
someone street magicked me so hard one time, and it was at a party, and everyone was sitting in a circle while this guy was doing tricks, and he looked at me and he had me pick a card, do the card magic, and I tore it. I looked at it. He goes, now tear it in 4 pieces. Okay, so I tore it in 4 pieces. I put it back in the deck or whatever. He does some kind of trick, pulls it back out, rifles through it. My card's missing. All the pieces are missing. He's like, do you have a wallet? And I was like, yes. He goes, take your wallet up. By the way, my wallet was on a wallet chain, and it was a tri-fold wallet. So, there's 2 sides and there's a middle piece. I opened my wallet. All 4 pieces are sitting in the middle part of my wallet. When I see it, I saw that it was the right card. Guess what happened then? The cards burst into flames.
Stop it. Are you
I'll
serious?
stop.
Is it
If you don't want to
serious?
hear cool stories, I'll stop. That really happened.
I
That was
wasn't there, but I've heard
this
the
is
story.
when I first moved
for
here.
Sure.
Who was it?
His name was Justin Credible.
He's still around. I think he's at
believe he
the
is.
Magic Castle. I think
Maybe,
I've seen him
maybe.
before.
Like a frizzy-haired kind of guy.
Yep.
And it was like, this is at a party, just at like a regular party, and we'd already been sitting down, and
How the fuck does that happen?
there's something.
There was one part. At
You know how?
How?
The devil.
But that's what I think.
Goddamn
The
motherfucker.
devil done did it. There's one part at
Devil
the
done did it.
very end where he's like, put your phones up in the air.
If you wave them like you just don't care.
And you, does somebody want to? So he picks a person, and he takes the phone. Now there's something that happens. Either he has like a phone that looks just like hers, like I'm sure he has some iPhone lookalikes or
Sure.
some Samsung stuff. But
For the pores.
what happens is that he pretends like he breaks her phone up front, and then minutes later, all of a sudden you hear this ringtone, and she's like, "Oh, that's my phone," and this is in, I forget what it's at the link. It's in a fucking a counter where people are, like a bar on the top of it, and he has to dig in it with a knife, and her fucking phone is inside this fucking thing, and people are sitting there and they're like, how the fuck did that happen? How?
It's I don't know.
It's so crazy.
You know what? If we knew, it would be less impressive.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. I mean, what make, let me, not to like, ruin any, but not knowing is what makes magic good.
What?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
But so what's cool about him though is that from an early age, that's what he wanted to do. So when he was 6, his brothers were playing like baseball, and he was in his room nonstop doing magic tricks, which is just it proves to me that as a young kid, you know what you want to do. You kind of know.
I can
what
relate.
you're
I can
meant to-
relate.
Yeah.
And want to know how I can relate?
How?
Well, I'll tell you a story. When I was 16 years old, okay, just got my license, I bought my first vehicle. It was a 1979 Ford Bronco. Green, piece of shit, rusted out. It was in bad shape, but I loved it. About 6 months or 7 months later, I got my second vehicle because that one died. My second vehicle was a 1979 green Ford Bronco. Two of them.
Another one.
Another one. And this was the year 1996, okay? And that was all. You with me? Okay?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
1996.
16 years old. And my dream right then was, I worked at a gas station, so people would come in with Broncos all the time.
Oh, I
and
know
all
about
I
your gas
wanted,
station stories.
all I wanted when I was 16 was a brand new Ford Bronco. That was my dream. I couldn't imagine people would come in, and I'm like, God, it would be so amazing to have one of these. And that year, they discontinued the Ford Bronco. Believe me.
What, in 96?
In 96. It was 2 years after the OJ Bronco chase. And that apparently was very bad for Bronco sales. And
Really?
bad for so that was part of the reason they shut down the Bronco. Huh. So I was bummed because like, oh, I'll have to wait a couple of years. Hopefully they'll bring it back. And I maintained hope that it would come back at some point. And it just kept not coming back and not coming back. And then in 2004, there was talk of it coming back. And then it didn't. And then my little heart part of it died forever, I thought. And then jumped to 2017 when Ford Motor Company announced they're bringing the Bronco back. And boy, oh boy, you can ask Dickless Darren. I was so excited. And I'm like, I'm getting one. I have to get one. I have to do this. And for 5 years, I've been planning on doing that. And finally, Heidi, on our last show, you and I were recording, at the end of the show, I got the email that
You got a call.
my Bronco,
right?
yes,
Yeah.
if I got a phone call,
Yeah.
that my Bronco that I ordered 2 years ago had finally arrived. So last Sunday, Dickless Darren and myself drove down to San Diego to pick up my Ford Bronco that's been a dream of mine since I was a kid. And let me tell you guys, whatever you hear is not true. You truly can buy happiness. It's a fact.
Gorgeous.
Thank you. But it's bigger than that. like I'm truly proud of myself. Like I'm really I've been bummed out for. We can talk about this. I feel like I've been bummed out for how long now? Like noticeably in a weird funk or something.
Minimum 6 months.
That's what I thought.
Maybe
there's
as much
there's
as a year.
Probably multiple
Wow.
factors, but like waiting for this thing has been so frustrating. And on top of like dreaming about this truck all through COVID is something that helped get me through and like be excited about coming out of the other side. But when it finally showed up, I feel a weight lifted off of me. And every time I see it, the garage door opens and I'm just like that emoji with the hearts in the eyes, just like, look at you looking right at me. Don't we love each other? And every second I'm driving it, I'm just grinning and I feel better than every other human in the world. I feel cooler and better than everyone I drive past.
What about your wife?
Cooler.
If she's in her car, I feel cooler. But yeah, I'm so excited. But really, like, I grew up so like poor and sad and unhealthy and I had some great times too, but in a somewhat very toxic environment. And I can't believe that I was able to do something that I wanted to do for 26 years, and it's cool.
When you were at the gas station when you were 16, did you envision yourself like in it and driving it? And
There was a guy.
you would have?
There was a guy that would come in. His name was Mike Yaga, and he had a 1996 brand new green Bronco that he bought for his wife. But his wife was super hot, and she was like the one that all of us had the crush on. So he'd come in in the Bronco. But yeah, I'd be like, I want this so bad for myself. What was your question? What was it? Did I envision myself?
Yeah,
Yes.
because that happens.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
as
yeah.
a young kid when you envision.
But then it went
something
away.
comes-
Like that dream went away after so many
But
years
you
of
let
it
it
not
go.
happening.
You let it go, and it came. It came.
Yeah. So
At you.
life is so good now. And
What's it like inside? Is it leather?
no, it's not. It's marine grade vinyl.
Ooh.
So because what's gonna happen? Here's what's gonna happen.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever like any kind of woman gets inside, she's gonna gush and squirt all over the seats because it's so cool. Like just make this big soggy mess. Do you not have to think against facts or what? This is what's gonna happen. So I got the vinyl seats. You can just spray them out with a hose, and the floor truly
Really?
has drainage plugs.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, so if you get it filthy with either dirt or women's squirt, you just right down the drain. And yeah.
Dirt or women's squirt. That should.
One of the two.
Is that your song?
Either way.
That your new song?
There's the title of the show, Dirt or Women's Squirt. Dirt or Squirt.
That's how the trunk of my car is.
Full of squirt?
No, you can take it. You can actually take it. You can rinse it out. It's
Oh, it's
so
awesome.
cool. Yeah.
Can you fill it with ice? Is it one of those things you can put ice back there?
I don't know. I'll try it.
Yeah, you should. Definitely try it. If it doesn't work, you just get a new car. But yeah, so
Sorry.
I'm pumped. I'm pumped. So
Congratulations.
thank you.
I saw
Thank
it's
you.
gorgeous.
Thank you so much for that. I appreciate it. Yeah, go ahead.
Can I not to go off of your?
No, we're done with it.
Bronco.
Done with it. I just want people to be like, just be impressed by me. Is all I'm asking.
Well, it was because it was Matt Franco knew what he wanted when he was young, and so did you.
Yeah,
You're a Bronco.
dreams do come true, and I'm not even kidding. Like they kind of do come true. But seriously, you can buy happiness, and it's expensive, but you can buy it.
Yeah, you can. Listen. People who say that money doesn't buy happiness have never been so poor that they can't pay bills.
Right, because security is happiness.
Exactly.
Not worrying is
Yeah.
happiness.
Not like being so rich you could give a shit about it, but taking care of.
I wouldn't
the
mind that
people
problem either, though.
I wouldn't.
But
Having
No.
that, you can take care of your loved ones. You know,
absolutely,
you can pay your bills. You're not stressed out constantly.
absolutely.
Fuck.
And since we're talking about like material possessions and things like that, Dickless Darren, do you remember a couple weeks ago when you had the unfortunate time to be confronted by my cop cousin Dave? Mm-hmm. And how much you enjoyed that?
I don't remember that part. No.
Okay.
No.
David has gone a little bit further with this.
Jesus.
A little bit further with this. And
Restraining order.
no. But I would like you to open up this package on camera. Make sure the camera can see everything.
Everything?
Yeah. So, do you remember? Can you explain quickly what this is about, Dickless Darren? Heidi, go ahead. Heidi, go for it.
Dan pressured me into choosing a
No,
color
no.
shoelace.
Heidi, what happened? What are we talking about here?
Well, Dan made us do a game. Made us do a game. We could only choose like 3 things, and one of them was white shoelaces was white pride and KKK. The second one was red shoelaces, where we had murdered some butt buddy, and we're like neo-Nazis.
Yeah, neo-Nazi. That's what it was.
And then the third one was blue laces, and we killed a cop.
Not we. You and I did not.
No.
You and I are just white pride people.
Right. We,
No, but she's saying that's what the blue laces stood for.
Yeah. And
there's no we here.
Darren had no issue with killing it. That was her
shocking,
first,
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
So
I picked the blue laces.
like super fast. Like didn't even think about it.
I was
And
the last one to go, you guys.
it was tough. Like there was very little thought.
You don't think I was pondering for the 20 minutes you guys were fucking
honestly,
painting your colors?
I don't think you were.
And then I said,
I don't think you were.
And then I said, I can't believe it.
Open
they
on
would
camera.
take a bullet for you.
Yeah.
And she said, would they?
So this is a gift
This
from.
says thank you.
This is a gift from cousin
David?
Dave, the police officer, who is currently right now in the line of duty.
Please. Love
Yep.
you. I love David.
Yeah, obviously.
Uh-oh.
Oh my God.
Open on camera.
It's anthrax.
It's just, I know. Oh my God. But then we're all fucked.
Explosive. We all die. What a great episode.
Blue shoelaces.
And to be
great.
clear, I believe they're light blue.
Which is a point he made.
Which is a point he made because while I haven't actually killed a human cop, I've killed his spirit and his soul.
So it's
Wow.
So
halfway
it's
there.
not quite
Yeah.
dark blue. This
I like
is,
that color.
You know, I'm like, I kind of want to wear these, but now I feel
Please
really
don't.
bad.
Oh my God.
When we go home, you can wear them.
Oh, God.
Good stuff. Thank you,
Yeah,
Dave.
thank
That's
you,
amazing.
David. I love you.
Oh, wait. Oh, did you think we were done? Did you think that we were done with gifts? Did you think we were done with gifts?
Yeah.
Did you think we were done with gifts? Because we're not done with gifts.
Uh-oh.
What do we got?
There's more gifts.
For me?
Yeah, make sure you open that on camera.
Uh-oh.
Also from Cousin Dave.
Oh, no.
Definitely
Now it's the
this,
anthrax.
'cause I can feel it.
What do you think? What do you think's going on?
A gun?
They feel like Jesus sandals.
You gotta need something to open it with. Heidi's gonna like these, I think. Let me just mute your mic.
Yes. It's ASMR.
Yeah. Thin blue line sandals.
David!
Those are amazing.
Let me see one.
I love those. I would wear
You
those.
just hold the fucking line, buddy.
The thin blue line. Let me see one of these.
Love those.
Oh my
Where'd you get those?
God.
No, my cousin David sent these to our house. He
They're
bought them for
They
her.
look like my size, too.
No, they are. I
They look
checked.
so tiny. What size are those?
We made sure.
7, probably.
Can you go to just my camera for a second?
Yeah.
Let me see that. Let me see this.
I love those. I'm gonna get a pair too.
So weird. There you go.
They look fucking cool.
Yeah, that's great.
God
That's
damn
really
it.
great. If only you could put blue laces on sandals.
I
Damn it.
love.
pretty good.
Yeah, I'm gonna get a
Hysterical.
shirt like that.
Don't.
Holy shit. Yeah.
Oh, that's funny shit.
Oh my God, David, you're amazing.
Good job, Dave.
Amazing.
But wait, why? I mean, that just means that you support
Yeah, of course.
police officers,
Mm,
right?
Yeah.
It does. Where the fuck is? Oh, yeah. It does, but it basically means you believe cops over all other human beings. The cops are infallible.
I mean,
Sorry, George Floyd. Heidi is not on your side, sir. What a shame. But anyway,
oh my god.
man.
I
really
went and
funny.
saw Morrissey as well on Friday night.
Speaking of hardcore,
Oh my god.
vegan.
Why do you don't like him? But you didn't grow up like crying in the bathtub when you were 16 to the Smiths, so
No.
I did. Like
No.
they were my like. Love them.
Every song's the same, and he sounds like he's. It sounds like he's doing a church sermon.
Love him. Still,
Still,
he looks great. He sounds amazing.
he did sound. You sent me a video. He sounded fine.
Holy fuck.
I've never, ever connected with that music, and he's such a fucking shitbag. For people that I know that have worked for him,
really?
yes.
Really?
Your
A
purpose is-
shitbag, an
what?
absolute
Like,
shitbag.
just not-
Allegedly,
I was gonna say you're
he's hard to work for. If you're on his tour, obviously you're not allowed to eat meat, even on off days. Even if you're off tour for 2 months, and he finds out that you had a burger, you're gone. You're fired.
Oh, really?
Yes. So we have friends.
Why? Like it
Just a
emotes off
vegan-
of you, like
Or if someone snitches on you, you're gone.
commitment
my
to the lifestyle.
God.
Meat is murder. I mean, he's a fucking
Yeah,
dork.
but I'm sure he has those. Sure look like leather shoes he had.
They're probably not.
So
They're probably
stupid.
not.
They're probably,
So
yeah, they're probably
he may be talented, but like the personal stuff makes me dislike him more than what his talent is. So we have friends who were invited to a barbecue that he was going to be attending, right? So he was going to be there. It wasn't for him, but he said he wouldn't come unless it was all vegan. He wouldn't even be in the what's the
Vicinity?
the vicinity of meat. So this barbecue that was being had was made all vegan just because he was coming. And guess who didn't show up? Fucking Morrissey. So that guy can eat my meat-filled ass. Wait, what?
Wow.
That's not what I meant. So tell me about your experience at the concert.
Well, I don't understand.
Open-minded.
Can I just say something?
Yes.
One time I was looking for a place to live here, like a few years ago, and a friend of mine had a friend who had a place like out like where like Highland Park, where it's all like
Cool.
it's gentrifying
Yeah,
now, and she had this little house, and it was cute, and I was thinking about it, and she brought me into the kitchen, and she goes, okay, so here's, you can help yourself to what whatever in the kitchen. I just asked that you do not cook any meat in here, and I was like, what?
In the place that
Like-
you're going to be living?
Like, I'm gonna be paying $1,400 and I can't fucking cook a piece of bacon or like turkey bacon even? Nope.
Yeah.
I just
So
don't
you-
I mean, I get it, but like,
I understand if you're. I actually I have no problem with. I really have no problem with people being vegan. Like
No,
that's
I
great.
don't care.
Great lifestyle.
Yeah.
But the judgment that comes
it's like religion.
our way, yeah, kinda.
It's like if you, because I grew up like that. If you don't believe in that, well, I'm gonna, not talk to you because you do this
Right.
or that.
At least veganism is based in facts, but I get what you mean
Yeah.
about they're so committed to this.
Yeah.
It's like it becomes like
cultish
your
almost.
diet should not be your personality.
No.
like like hardcore vegans, that is their personality, and that's odd.
Right. And
It's
but
odd to me.
I meant like is that they're judging people who are eating meat.
Right, but in their mind, it is murder. So if like in their mind, killing a cow is no different than
So
killing a
delicious.
person. They are so delicious, and people probably are too. Which I don't.
Scrumptious.
I want to try it, person, but I'm afraid I would love it, and then I would have to kill for it, and I would do it.
Yeah.
I will do it
Right.
again.
Just like I was always obsessed with the story of the people who it was the Donner
Yeah, Donner Party
party. I was obsessed with that story.
or the
I just think they all had to eat people.
what's the Stotlev Pass or just
Yeah, the soccer team.
no.
Well, there's a
that's
bunch of them. There's a soccer team too. That
Oh,
in
we know
the-
that one's famous. Yeah, the from the movie Alive and all that. Yellow Jackets is sort of like that. This
um
Pass. Staslavos.
But I was in Beverly Hills like a while ago. I was with my boyfriend's, his family was visiting, and there was a huge PETA protest walking down Rodeo Drive because they wanted to see Beverly Hills. And I mean, it was like they were drenched in like fake blood with like fake furs and one of them had these beautiful leather boots that I recognized that I wanted the pair like I'd seen them before. And I go, where'd you get your boots? And she was like, and I'm like, is that leather? She was like, yeah. And I'm like, do you know where that comes from? And her boyfriend was like, oh, okay, that's enough. I'm like, they come from cows. Have you ever seen like a beautiful cow before? Like,
Oh, the irony.
Like, and she
Yeah.
was like,
And that leather is not from cows' extra skin. It's from their main skin that you take off once they're murdered for their meat.
Right. So if you have such an issue, like, I don't understand.
Yeah, shoes are not made from cows that die of old, lovely age.
Right. It's not like the outside and they grow it back.
Know what I want?
Again.
I want calf boots, like veal boots.
They're beautiful.
I want
soft.
boots
Well,
that are from a cow that's contained, that can't move, and that skin is just so supple and soft.
Ugh, so gross. Then I just wanted to tell you too. I went and saw a friend of mine was performing.
How was Morrissey though?
Morrissey was fucking fantastic.
Have you seen him before?
I saw him years ago, and Patti Smith opened up for him, who I love.
Cool. That's cool. Was the audience all Mexican kids?
No.
You know that, though,
Shocked.
but you know that, right?
Yes, when I saw
Do you know
him,
this, Darren?
I don't understand it either.
Morrissey's his overwhelming fan base is Mexicans.
Yep.
It's kind of rad. It's kind of awesome.
They always have like the girls have like these big like roses in their hair.
Yeah.
And they're usually like couples. It's so
I don't know
crazy.
how I don't know how that happened,
No,
but like
I don't
it's like sad music
Yeah.
for, you would think, kind of like gothy little emotional 80s kids, but his audience is so Mexican. It's really cool.
Two of them ran on stage. There was a young girl, like
Two of them? Wow.
No, like the fans.
Oh,
not
they meant
Mexicans. No. So
They would have been, if they're Mexican, they would have been stopped. Let's be real.
One of them had
Jokes.
like fishnets on, and like she was like a young girl, and she ran up on stage and grabbed him, and he was cool about it. He was like, "Hey," and they took her off, and then a minute later, a young guy, like they were really young.
Yeah.
It's like, wow.
Yeah. You sent a video and he took his shirt off at the end.
Yeah, he's sexy.
I wouldn't know. I don't think that's the word I would use. He's very, it's very one shaped. But it was an interesting choice for a guy to like, I mean, it's cool if you're comfortable enough to show, to take your shirt off and show that. But like, I was expecting like a Mel Gibson body, or if you're going to do that, I don't know.
I know, I love him. But what happened is he threw that shirt in the audience in the middle.
Yeah.
And there was still a fucking fight after.
6 fatalities.
It was. I think I took a video of it. I think I got like a minute of it. It lasted for at least 8 minutes, which is a long time for. There was a guy punching another guy, a girl screaming over this fucking shirt that he threw. Like, didn't he know? Like, his fans.
It might be part of his joy. He's a fucking jerk. He probably loved it. Wow. I was like, I hope they all die. That's his thought. Fucking stupid prick.
But I really enjoyed it. I thought he was great, and I stood up like the whole time. I loved it.
Looked like you had a good spot too.
Oh, great seats.
Did you buy tickets, or did you guys get hooked up, or what'd you do?
My boyfriend surprised me and bought
That's
him.
nice.
Yeah, because he knew I loved. The
Nice
Smiths.
job, boyfriend, dude.
Yeah.
It was good. And then my friend's a comic, and she was performing, not playing. She was performing
Yeah.
at the Mirage
Running her
Theater.
set. Yeah.
Yeah, that was amazing.
You had a good time. How long were you in Vegas for?
Almost a week.
Oh wow.
Do you remember when everyone was leaving LA and moving to Vegas?
Yeah, but guess what? What happened now?
Are you moving to Vegas?
No, it used to be really cheap there. So this guy that waited on us, really cool guy, and he said that 3 years ago his place was $650, and he had a 1-bedroom, and then he had a kid, and he had to get a bigger place. Now everything is doubled. So a 1-bedroom place there, instead of $650, is now like $1,400 to $1,800. It's just like here. And he's like, it's insane. And they raised all the taxes for homes because people are coming in and buying everything. And
it happened to
like,
Vegas.
it
It happened to Nashville.
Yeah.
It's happened to Austin now.
Yep. And Portland, I think.
I have a guess. I think I have a guess of the next city that's going to be overrun by youth and destroyed.
Hold on. Let me
send it out. Hold on. I'll let you know when I'm ready. Okay.
Madison, Wisconsin.
No.
Savannah,
No.
Florida.
Are you listening to me?
South Dakota.
Okay, I'll just say it, I guess. Do you have a guess?
I'm trying to think.
I was
Reno.
I was gonna say something in Colorado,
Yes.
Denver.
Yes, that is it.
Yeah.
But it's already like that though.
No, but it's not
Have you
like
been
it's
there?
not.
Like, it's like-
Yes, but it's super cool. But it's not the cool place to go where everyone's like, you know what? Fuck LA. I'm going to Denver.
That's true.
That's my prediction for the next one.
Also, I have people that I know that are moving to Colorado Springs is now like the cool place to
How
go.
far is that
So-
from Denver?
I don't know.
Yeah, it's the old Siri machine.
I don't
Where
think
is
far.
In Colorado, do you know?
Oh God.
I think
How far is Colorado Springs from Denver?
Colorado Springs is about 71 miles
Oh
from
yeah, so it's
Denver.
basically Denver.
yeah.
Oh, that's like perfect.
Yeah.
So and they just opened up a restaurant. It's super hip, artsy, like so that's like the new like
Progressive.
yeah. But so my friend's name is Eliza Schlesinger and she's a comic.
Schlesinger, right?
Yeah.
She's good.
Go see her any chance. Yeah. I don't care. I'll drop that
Isn't
name.
afraid to drop those names, kinda lame.
So
That's a good name though.
That's a good one.
I
funny.
didn't know that she was gonna be in Vegas, and then I saw her face on like one of the things. I was like, oh, so I texted her and I'm like, oh my God, I'm here too. Like, what the fuck? And she's like, you want tickets? And I was like, yes.
That's fun.
And I've never seen her live. I've known her
some
forever.
Some friend.
But I've never seen her like I don't know like I've just never seen her. I've seen her specials.
Were you impressed?
She's one of the fucking funniest women people alive. Like
thinking of
she
the right
is
person.
so hilarious, and I love how
It's her show.
it's what
It was her show.
Yeah.
Like she was headlining. That's
yeah,
great.
it was amazing. And she has a new special that's coming out. But I love she talked about women with boobs, big boobs, and the trouble that we go through. She talked, it was hilarious.
What, the trouble of being hotter than others?
No.
Joke.
How
Who
like
cares?
she did this
Oh yeah.
this thing about all her friends in school were going to Abercrombie, and same when you go there they didn't have shirts that were my size, and it was all the girls with like these little like mosquito bites, and I'm like, oh my God, I look good. Like you can't wear like the cute little shirts, you have to wear. And so she does this like, she's fucking hilarious, and she's really speaking out about Roe v. Wade, and that was fucking amazing, and I just love her.
How do women with larger boobs? How do you find a shirt? Like when you go shopping? How do you know which section is yours or which shirt is yours?
Don't really. You just know like the button up stuff is difficult because in the middle it opens up.
Oh, right.
And you just have to like, I don't know. I just feel like sometimes at work I feel like I'll catch myself in the mirror and I'm like, Jesus Christ. Like,
Do you have to wear a button?
no, like, but I just feel like they're just like, hello, hi.
Hi, we're huge boobs. How are you today? Yeah.
And not that they're gigantic, but they're bigger than like, but I just can't, sometimes I can't stand it, knock on wood.
Knock on wood.
What are you for like
Oh,
breast cancer?
right.
Yeah, like I'll keep them. Like that's,
Oh, okay.
I don't want to complain and
Lose 'em.
look a gift horse and look boobs in the mouth, whatever. Boobs in the nipple, something.
Look at gift boob in the mouth.
Some boobs in the mouth.
But I have to tell you something. So did I tell you this? So there's a company called Double D. So it's just DD, like Dickless Darren. I hate that, but it's like
Why do you hate
it's
that?
DD. I
You hate
don't
Dickless
know.
Darren?
I just hate like I don't like the and I get and I feel bad. Like I'm like I don't want to call her a Dickless Darren.
I think it's a
Like,
pretty funny nickname.
right, but I
That
get
was
like
one of the listeners coined that.
but I'm very like I want to. I'm protecting. Oh my God! Wait. Speaking
Finish your
of
thought.
like,
Finish your
okay,
thought.
yeah. So there's a company called DD, and it's this woman
Like
with
Dickless Darren?
yes, this woman with big boobs who started a shirt a company for women that were D and up.
Mm-hmm.
So then, because a lot of the shirts they make you look like your SpongeBob Squirt. Like it's just like this one size. You just have no waist and everything.
No fitment.
Yeah, it's just like this, but like a potato. And
you're not going for potato. That's not what you're going for. Okay.
No.
My girlfriend
like
is so
an
beautiful. She's like
onion.
a potato
You know what I mean?
with
It's
like brown hair.
like a potato sack, like a.
Cool.
So
Really good personality though.
So the shirts are great, and I bought them, and she actually hand writes a thank you note. Like that's how wonderful they're beautiful. Now she sent me like I got a thing, not she, like they just sent it to me, like I'm the only girl with like double D.
It's okay. You might be.
Yeah. And she sent a thing, and it's a new ad for they just got bought by Nordstrom's, or not bought, but she's selling them at Nordstrom's now. And now the ad, so there's this girl in the ad, and I'm looking through the new shirts, and there's a guy, and I'm like, what? What the fuck? This is just for girls with boobs, and now there's a guy, not a guy with boobs, not a
Guys can have
but
large
a guy,
breasts.
just a
Heidi,
guy,
I'm
just a
sorry.
guy, just a guy. Like it would be you modeling a shirt. I'm like, what was he pissed that he wasn't in? Let us have it. Let me have my.
When Darren and I got married, you know the vows of like
A,
people say
man.
like, you know, what's mine is yours or whatever, right? So we have a saying, or I guess I have a saying. I have a saying. I say to her, listen, what's yours is mine, and what's mine is not necessarily yours, and that's how it. That's how guys think.
I just can't get. I've been thinking about it for the last like week and a half. When I saw it, I was like, wait, why?
Listen,
He's
Heidi,
modeling
just
a women's
Heidi, you got to be inclusive,
shirt.
okay? Just get over it.
Right,
Be
it doesn't
inclusive.
bother me, but obviously it does. I'm like, wait, why?
Of course, it doesn't
why
bother.
is he in there?
Yeah, it's weird.
for women with double
Is he a
Ds.
large man with breasts?
No, skinny guy. Looks like a yoga instructor.
What is he doing there?
I do not know. I'll show you.
Wait,
the ad.
is he on the ad by himself?
Yep.
What the fuck is going on here?
I do not know. But anyhow, that's all I got to. That's all I have to say.
I'm gonna leave that here. I'm gonna leave this right here.
Don't put that right there.
That's odd. I don't like that either.
Yeah.
Is he in multiple ads? Is he like a spokesman for DD?
No, it was just one ad. It's weird.
You gotta send it to
though.
me. That's really
I just
really
thought
weird.
It was, I mean, that maybe now I sound like an old like. What are you doing in there? You can't do that. You're a man.
Listen,
but
we are on the older side, and we are done learning. Okay, our personalities are pretty much set. Our beliefs are pretty much
Totally.
set.
Yeah.
So the things that's happening from here forward in life with the youth, we're just not gonna understand,
Yeah, I don't.
and we're gonna judge it.
I'm trying to find it.
We're gonna yell about it, and it's gonna be fun
Totally.
because the kids nowadays, fucking dumb.
So dumb.
Yep.
So I was at the pool, and there was this girl that was sitting in front of me, gorgeous. She had a thong on, a super cute little bikini, and a thong. Like it was just like this little thing, and she went in the pool, and I had to go in the pool too because it was so hot, and I was like, fuck, I have to follow her. Jesus Christ. So I go in, and then I get out, and I'm watching her, and she's laying there, and there was this creepy guy that just kept walking past her and staring, and then he stopped. And so I looked at him, and I go, do you have a problem? And he's like, oh, no, I just, and then she looked at me, and I was like, oh, I was looking out for you because that guy was creepy. And then there was another guy that did it. And I was like, hey, do you know her? What are you doing?
Right.
Like, and he's like, oh, and he walked away. And then so I get in the water, and she's in there, and I go, can you let me walk out first? Because I don't want to follow you out because you're so cute. Like, I just feel like a blob. And she's like, no, you're not. Well, she's from here, and we became friends.
Oh, I believe it.
She's like super young, and her boyfriend's a poker player. She's so cute, and she said, I just have to say thanks for nice looking
job.
out.
Nice
for me,
job.
because I'm very protective of women, and how I don't know. She was young, and I just felt like those guys were like, who knows? There's a lot of like weird sex traffickers.
And this is my cue for devil's advocate. I'm just gonna play it for a second. I'm just gonna play it, just a debate. Now, a girl in Vegas laying by the pool in a thong. Is there a chance that she's looking for people to be attracted to her and to gawk over her.
No, because she wanted to, and I told her, I said, you look so cute. And she goes, I got it for cheap on Melrose, and my ass is so white, I wanted to get, she's like, I'm Mexican. I'm the whitest Mexican you've seen, and I just wanted to get my ass tan. And she goes, and now I feel uncomfortable because I feel like everyone's like, what is she doing? So she felt that.
Mm-hmm. I'm just asking, and I'm not saying this is my point of view. I'm devil's advocate for the sake of discussion. Usually thongs are like people putting their shit out there and like they feel hot and confident and the attention is a nice thing.
Like she was hot. She's so cute and good for her. I'd be wearing it too if
I stay on my current squat routine, I might be wearing a thong this summer.
You know what the best was?
Excuse me, hold on a second. I'm trying to I feel comfortable in this room with you guys. I thought we had like an open line of what.
Visual now of you in a thong.
What's wrong with that?
Like an American flag thong.
I'll shave my butt. I'm not gonna it's not gonna be all furry. You guys are
but
not very supportive right now.
I just think as women, we
never
should
mind.
Be able
I'll wear the Heidi parka.
Wear.
I'll wear the Heidi beach parka that we talked about episodes ago.
Yeah, I just want to say, feeling hot and confident does not mean anyone can do whatever the fuck they want and be gross around.
Like those
Sure,
two guys
but
were
very
disgusting.
Did they say anything, or were they just
different.
looking?
They were being really bizarre. They were being really weird. They looked really like their eyes were all googly eyed and like they're just standing there with like a drink, like just staring at her ass.
They
and I was
stopped
like,
when they were walking to look. Yeah,
Yes!
that's
Yeah,
weird.
I mean, take notice of people. Ain't nothing fucking
Of course,
wrong
of
with
course,
that.
of course.
Like drooling and like stumbling, like
And
circling. I'm picturing like vultures.
Yes,
I don't
like
think-
over and over
Fucking-
again.
Yeah, nobody's asking for that.
I listen. I am a fan of hot chicks, but I don't think there's been a time in my life when a woman's looks have stopped me in my tracks to be like, ooh yeah, to stop and get more of a look. I don't think.
because you're probably not. You're not a creepy guy. Like
No, I do it in private. Like when I do my horrible stuff, it's completely in private. No, but
you do
you're
your
right. You're right.
squats.
It's like, okay, you just keep walking.
But she was great though, because we were in the pool and this guy had a beautiful accent. He was cute. He had like tattoos on his face and like I don't know
want
where
that.
he's from. And he's like, "Hey, where are you from?" And she goes, "I would love to speak to you, but I'm with my new friend and she's from LA as well, and I have a boyfriend and I don't want to talk to you."
Cool. Well, this
She's
is
like,
rules.
"But I appreciate it.
Yeah.
I appreciate
Yeah.
your gesture of coming up to me and but I
Thanks, but no thanks.
And I was like, "Damn."
Yeah. Good for her.
We need to take some notes.
When I was that age, I can do that now, but now I don't have that issue of men coming up to me.
But you do get to a point in your age where like you don't care, no longer care what you say to people.
But she's young, right?
Yeah, she's like probably. I think she's 22.
Yeah.
super young.
I yelled at people yesterday outside of our house. There was the window was like the shades are open, and I saw a couple walking a dog. And whenever I see someone walking a dog, I'm like, I'm gonna watch you for a second because if something happens in our lawn and you don't do something, you're gonna hear about it. I didn't expect it from these people. They were older. The man had a cane. The woman did not, but she was the one walking the dog. I saw the dog get in the position, the shit position. The poop came out. And I'm like, okay, I'm waiting for you to grab that bag. They sort of looked around, and they fucking kept skedaddling. So I poked my head out the door, conveniently where they can't see me, so they didn't know where it's coming from. And I said, "Pick it up! Pick it up!" And they look back, they don't know where it's coming from. And they're like, "We don't have bags! We don't have bags!" And I yelled back, verbatim, "You better fucking get one!" And the guy, he had a cane. He's not old, but he was like 50 something, but had some kind of injury. And they were so flustered because like, "We don't have bags. We don't know where to get bags." And the man stayed there. The woman wandered off, I presume, to go get a bag.
Yeah.
And they're both trying to see where the yelling was coming from.
Oh my God, that's amazing.
And eventually they fucking came back with a bag.
Good.
So obviously they had a way to do it.
Right.
But I don't have any patience for this. No patience.
No, I gotta tell you what I did. My boyfriend just walked away because he was like, "Oh my God." So I was in line after the Morrissey concert because I wanted to get a poster
A Morrissey
and a
poster?
bag. Yeah,
And a bag.
a bag.
Are you gonna put the poster on your wall in your house?
No, it's like a cool it's like a cool
Over your
like-
bed? Good night, Morrissey.
No, not like a picture of him. Like it
It
was
really is murder.
No, it's like a
A tour poster.
Yeah, a
A
tour
tour
poster.
poster.
Yeah, it's.
By
really
the way,
cool,
there's
like
some
an
more
old-timey
Rare Form
one.
posters still available. If you guys want any more of those Rare Form Radio tour posters,
I'll take
hit us
one.
up.
Sweet.
You gonna pay for it? I'll give you
How
one.
much?
Didn't I give you one already?
They're
No.
beautiful.
Oh,
I
you
gave
sounded
you one.
Irish. No.
Didn't I give you one already?
Already.
Come on, little ass. I forgave you a poster already. You put it on your wall.
No, I never
didn't?
got one.
I gave one to you and Darren.
No, you gave one to
You sold it.
Darren, but not me.
You were there.
Yeah, no, but
I'll give you one before you leave.
Okay. And we were in line, and the line, the two women in front of me were fucking taking forever. And I was just like, fuck. And the other lines were going so fast. And they were like, okay, what does that pin say? And they would put it up to their thing. And I was just like, oh my God. And I finally was like, oh my God. And she was like, just give it a minute. Hold on. I'm like, oh, okay.
Dude, kick her right in the fucking trachea.
So there was a guy next to me, and I see him, and all of a sudden he's like passing. He's like right here, and my boyfriend goes. If my boyfriend goes, I think he's trying to like get ahead of you. I was like, oh no. So the girls leave, and the guy goes, who's next? And he comes in front of me. I didn't mean to
Did
do
you put
this.
the arm out? Did you fucking arm the guy?
I grabbed his arm.
No, you didn't.
I didn't mean to.
That's assault, brother.
I know, but I grabbed his arm and I go, I was first. And I pushed him out of the way, and my boyfriend just left. He was like, oh my God.
I'm surprised he didn't get in the car and start driving back to LA without you. You assaulted somebody
I touched him. I
at
didn't
a
mean
Morrissey
to.
concert.
I was so mad.
Morrissey would be so mad at you.
I know.
He doesn't want you as a fan.
The guy was like,
What was his reaction? By the way,
he didn't say. I think
describe
he
him
was
to
drunk.
me.
He was glasses. I can still see him.
He's a fucking dork. Oh,
He had
I'm just
like
kidding.
checkered shirt on,
Oof.
just middle-aged looking. But then I'm ordering.
What part of where'd you show me? Like, give me the force at which you grabbed him.
This.
Oh, a pull and a jerk? Are you pulling him back in line?
I'm like, nope, I was first.
Moved him out.
I love it. Like a kid going into traffic. And
That's
nope.
Yep, nope. Yeah.
Wow.
Oh my God.
Did you? Okay, so as you're reaching out, are you
not
regretting
proud of
it
myself.
as you're reaching?
Completely. No, afterwards. I didn't even. It's like the time when. It was like the time when my dentist was in my doing my mouth, and it hurt, and he had a nerve, and I took my hand, I pressed his face. I didn't mean to. It was just a reaction.
He's like, oh, she's ma'am. You're strange.
I didn't mean to, but it was like, he
It was reactionary.
and I
Push the dentist's face away.
I've always wondered if I would do something like that, but I haven't.
so bad.
Do you know who tells that story all the time? The dentist. He
Oh my
tells that to
God.
all his
He
family.
was we were laughing.
You know, he comes
so
home.
hard.
He comes on that night, walks in the door, puts his hat on the hook. Honey, the damnedest thing happened to me. A patient pushed my face.
Probably happens all the time,
Yeah,
right?
he said it happened before, meaning only once before.
At one time, 20 years
And that
ago.
person was a 4-year-old kid or something.
It was.
It's an
No,
instinct.
no.
It hurt.
It's an instinct.
And I remember
That
it was like
shit is
a
painful.
"Rah," and I just went "Rah," and like his face like.
That's really
But that's
good.
how it felt like. I
That's
was like a
good.
reaction. I
Oh,
didn't.
yeah.
I was like, oh my God, I just touched this guy. He's gonna be. So then, while I'm up there asking what size the shirt is, there's a guy with an English accent in back of me, which I love an English accent, and he was like. Something like "for fuck's sake" or something like that. And I look behind him and I go, dude, those women took forever. And he goes, well, what do you say? Don't make the same mistake. And I looked at him and I go, and I went like, I just looked at him and he pointed at me and I go, oh, like I went to go bite his finger. I didn't, but I just went like.
This went
like
from funny to uncomfortable.
like jokingly, I went, oh, like stop it. Get the fuck out of my face.
Heidi, we should get a therapist on this show.
Wow. Some anger
So
issues.
you, in a span of a minute, you literally assaulted somebody else and then threatened to bite another person's finger off.
He pointed in my face.
Yeah.
Don't make the same
Did you
mistake.
growl?
Oh.
Wow, how long were you in Vegas for?
God, too long, obviously.
One assault, one attempted assault,
Man.
Jesus
Turn.
Christ.
and you were defending some woman's honor at the pool.
You know what? It's too hot there.
Uh-huh.
That's what the issue
Does this
is.
surprise you?
Makes you angry.
Yeah, it's too hot.
Yeah, it was brutal. It's brutal. I don't know how people live there.
I couldn't even.
Oh, when you were there
Breathe.
last week was
It was like
unbearable
110
here.
degrees.
Unbearable here, so I can't imagine what it was like in Vegas.
It was too much. Too much.
Fuck that.
I did meet a gentleman who told
Oh,
me
congratulations.
Anthony.
that RH. He was talking about Skinwalker Ranch and all this. I'm like, oh, my brother-in-law is on that show, blah blah blah. And then he goes, yeah, and people with RH negative blood are.
What's that?
And I'm like, oh, I'm RH
The fuck is
negative.
RH
So
negative blood?
we're either RH positive or negative, and 15% of the world are RH negative, and that's
How do
me.
you find out?
You just go and you get your blood type done, and they'll tell you. And when I went to go get my blood type done last year at the urgent care, the woman's like, "Oh my god!" And she called in all like the girls that work in there, and she's like, "I've never seen this before. I've waited." I was like, "What?" And she's like, "You're O negative RH negative, which is like super rare. Supposedly, we stem from Atlantis."
I done heard about
They
Atlantis.
don't, they don't know that Atlantis was a real place.
But like that's what they say. Like it's crazy. Like
Who's
these,
they?
Those people, you know, those
I love this one.
Every week, Heidi brings in a new they. There's a new they. They, them. RH negative blood means that you do not have RH proteins on your red blood cells, obviously.
Duh.
I don't see anything about Atlantis here
Oh,
on the New England Journal of Medicine.
Look
The
up.
Mayo Clinic.
No, look up. What does it mean to have RH, or where do RH negative people come from?
Where does RH negative blood come from? This should be good.
Play it.
RH status is inherited from our parents separately from our blood type. If you inherit the dominant rhesus D antigen, then you are RH positive. If you do not inherit the rhesus D antigen, you are either from either parent, then you are RH negative. Nothing here about Atlantis. It just means a certain antigen.
Look at it. Here.
Here we go down the rabbit hole. And while you look for that, Dickless Darren and I did something very fun last week, which was very inspiring. You know that podcast Tigerbelly, Bobby Lee and his
Yeah.
girlfriend Kalila?
Yeah.
They did a live show, it was
Fun.
like a live Tigerbelly in
Yeah.
downtown LA where they did a bunch of like games with the audience. And it was so much fun, and it really inspired me to do some great things with this show.
Ooh.
And it was so much better than it should have been, right?
Yeah, I never have fun, and I think that was very fun, especially at like events. It was
It was a blast.
fucking blast.
What'd you find?
Okay. Scientists claim RH negative blood type people may not be from Earth.
Give me your phone. Let's see the website where this came from.
But
Oh, of course, Mega Doctor News.
no, but there's like videos about it because I've always known.
You know, there's videos about like Chupacabra too.
Yeah, it's real.
Scientists claim RH negative blood type people may not be from Earth, but it also means that you may be. And my guess is that you are. But let's go a little bit further. Headline: Mega Doctor News, of course. What?
Have you met me? I might not be from Earth.
True. I'm surrounded by non-Earthlings.
And also, my relative built the Integratron, which he claims that the Vesuvians came down and talked to him to build it. Anyhow, go on.
This is a long article. More intriguing yet are claims that the physical, mental, and emotional awareness of these individuals is heightened. And no, this is not of sneaking up with info.
We're reptilian, they say.
Oh, but is all of this enough to conclude that the Martians, Venusian, or other alien theories are correct? I mean, Heidi,
Yeah.
Yes.
man,
Yep.
you really bring some funny stuff into your life. Yep. RH negative. Okay, all human blood types contain and are categorized by amounts of protein, except type RH negative, that is. It is possible that human beings possessing the latter blood type are actually from Mars, Venus, or elsewhere in the universe? Well, since the known laws of physics break down past the horizons of black holes, truly anything is possible. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But it is likely that RH negative blood types have unearthly origins. Question. Oh, but is it unlikely? This is This is going to take further research.
Hi, shay.
But I got to subscribe to Mega Doctor News. This sounds pretty interesting.
And then I had an Uber driver who said that we asked him what he did or whatever, what he was doing.
He's like, I drive Uber, dumbass.
No, we had said like, no, I forget how it started, but he's like, oh, he said, do you know Kasem? And I was like, yeah, I grew up like on Sunday mornings. I listened to Kasem. No, like I knew, like I listened to the radio, and we were so
This
poor
is Kasem.
Oh my God.
that I would record up to the radio. I would press my little recorder and record the song because I couldn't afford to.
Oh, yeah.
And they were the mixtapes from Kmart with the rainbow on them. And so he said, do you know his daughter? And we're like, no, because he asked us where we were from. We said LA. He's like, well, she's flying in on a helicopter tonight. And we're like, well, that's cool. And then he's like, she has a podcast. I go, oh, I have a podcast. But then he kept talking. He didn't even ask what the name was. So he was saying that he did.
Must be Vesuvian.
RH positive, right? Am I right? That he helped cure people with cancer. And I'm like, what? He goes, yeah. And the FDA actually came to my door and I had to stop doing it. So now I drive Uber.
What the fucking shit?
And I was like, yeah, I've heard about that. And he said, yeah, that's why a lot of people
Let me guess, a new friend of yours?
missing or murdered. So he's going to be on the show next week.
Bring him in. I would love to confront this motherfucker. Just to recap, Heidi's Uber driver is actually this incredibly talented scientist who, in fact, cured cancer, but the FDA says no. From now on, you drive people around in the backseat of your own car.
He got scared.
Scientist.
He got scared.
I can't do it.
I don't know. Like, I don't know who to believe anymore. No, you're going to slap me.
No,
Oh my God.
it's going to be okay. You're with friends.
Oh, but he was talking about.
I know we're on the
Amy
show,
K-
and you don't need to be so crazy. Just for the fan base.
Just telling you what he told me. I was like,
Just the facts, ma'am.
And we were late for Eliza, so I was like, oh, okay, come on. Yeah.
The cancer, FDA, right. Illuminati, I got you. Venusians.
He even took us to the wrong place because he was like, oh my God, I'm sorry. I was talking to my...
Sorry, I was reading the New England Journal of Medicine. I missed my turn.
And my fingers were like digging into my boyfriend's arm, like, gosh.
So I'm dropping you guys in the garage, then straight to the Mayo Clinic for me. Back to work. I gotta work on this fucking monkeypox now. Hope the FDA is not on to me.
I asked him what they were wearing. I said, what do they have on? And he was like, he looked in the mirror and he was like, what do they have on? I was like, yeah, really like in black suits.
The FDA?
With like a little, like a...
It was Tommy Lee Jones and Will Smith. We are the men in black.
And poor Anthony's like, oh my God.
What were they wearing?
How do you attract these fucking people into your life?
Because they're everywhere.
Yeah, especially in Vegas.
This is specifically why I don't talk to Uber drivers. I don't want to communicate. I don't want to
Well,
communicate.
my boyfriend's like, hey.
Oh, he's
how's it
one of
going?
he's the chatty guy?
Oh, yeah.
Speaking of Casey Kasem, have you heard the Casey Kasem meltdown?
No, but I heard, so this guy he kept saying about his narcissistic wife. So his wife took all his money and didn't give the kids any. Like, I guess and so his friend that's flying in on her helicopter, I'm like, well, she must have had some money.
So
Really?
how Casey Kasem's personality is very safe, and he's like top 40. Here's the thing. Listen to him having an absolute melt. This is real.
Will begin this Sunday afternoon at 1, right here on the radio station you grew up with, Music Radio 138. Oh, fuck. What the hell's going on here? Oh, geez, well, isn't it the last hour? We got another hour to do? Geez, I thought we were almost finished. Good golly, Miss Molly. Boy, this is fucking ponderous, man. ponderous, fucking ponderous. Hi, this is Casey Kasem. American Top 40 has moved to a new time. I hope you'll join me this Saturday morning and every Saturday morning at 2. Now, we're up to our long-distance dedication. And this one is about kids and pets and a situation that we can all understand, whether we have kids or pets or neither. It's from a man in Cincinnati, Ohio, and here's what he writes. Dear Casey, this may seem to be a strange dedication request, but I'm quite sincere, and it'll mean a lot if you play it. Recently, there was a death in our family. He was a little dog named Snuggles, but he was most certainly a part of... Let's go start again. From coming out of the record. Play the record, okay? Please. See, when you come out of those up-tempo goddamn numbers, man, it's impossible to make those transitions. And then you got to go into somebody dying. You know, they do this to me all the time. I don't know what the hell they do it for, but goddamn it, if we can't come out of a slow record, I don't understand it. Is Don on the phone? Okay, I want a goddamn concerted effort to come out of a record that isn't a fucking up-tempo record every time I do a goddamn death dedication.
Casey!
Now, make it, and I also want to know what happened to the pictures I was supposed to see this week. Just last goddamn time, I want somebody to use his fucking brain to not come out of a goddamn record that is, that's up-tempo, and I got to talk about a fucking dog dying.
Dude.
He's human.
How great. That is like my favorite Casey Kasem moment of all time. He was livid. Moments.
Yeah.
I mean, that was multiple. It was like a greatest hits of
Sounds
anger.
like me in line at the Morrissey concert.
Yeah. Yeah.
Great.
That's my fucking tour poster, you son of a bitch. Goddamn Mexican Morrissey fan. Move the fuck back, motherfucker. I'm Casey Kasem.
That's amazing.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Wow.
Yeah, rest in peace, Casey Kasem. Is he the one whose family was fighting over his body?
That's
And
so
it laid for like months.
Yep. So he was telling us the story. I don't know if I mean, he said that his daughter is one of his best friends, and they were gonna go out to lunch or whatever. I don't know, like if he's even telling the truth. But I guess his daughter didn't get any money because she fought to see him while he was still alive. Because she wasn't able to see their dad, and he's like, his narcissistic bitchy wife. He kept saying, and I hate when men say bitchy, like bitch, or I just don't.
Even when it's accurate, but it sounds so.
It sounds so like harsh, right?
the word?
Do you feel like that?
Condescending, or yeah. I guess so.
Douchey.
Do you feel like that, or no? Is that just me? Like when guys say, "What a bitch."
I can hear a very particular tone.
Yeah.
Where that word, yeah, and you're like, you motherfucker.
Yeah. I mean, I get it. If
It's thrown
they
around.
Really were, yeah. But anyhow,
It's like if a guy has an opinion, he's just like, oh, he's he's opinionated. If a
Right.
girl does, she's a bitch.
right.
Well, in that context, fuck that.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
I put up a story about my my abortion, and I had
Did you just have one?
no.
Oh, years ago. I was like, congratulations. It's a clump.
Oh my God, she's had a hysterectomy. We've talked about this.
Oh. I forgot. I forgot.
But I had somebody say, "Ooh, I don't know if you should put that up, like, you know, like everyone's gonna know now." And I was like, "Oh my God."
Oh man.
That is literally the point.
That's the
right?
point.
Exactly. I wanted everybody to, I wanted everybody to know, like, we've all done it, but a lot of us have, and a lot of like, and it's not, and I also heard the argument of like, well, now people aren't just going to have sex willy nilly and just be, I'm like, you really think that's I'm sure maybe some people have an issue with like they're promiscuous or whatever, but they still have a fucking choice.
The percentage of people that fuck more because abortion is legal in their state must be so minuscule. That's not like, oh, we can
ridiculous.
fucking get it. I'll just have a surgery and have the
Yeah.
baby sucked out of me, no problem. No,
Like,
I don't
it's
think that's
fucking
so dumb.
Painful. And also I had a friend in Chicago who told the story about how she miscarried, and I didn't know this, but she had to have a DNC, and a lot of people don't know what that means, but that's an abortion. So if the baby is not, if they've died and they're in your butt, if they're not removed, you're gonna fucking die of an infection.
My mom had one a couple years before my little brother was born, and we had already named the baby. Like, we wanted this baby desperately, but the amniotic sac in her stomach, she got an amniocentesis, which is a test where they put a needle in the stomach to take some of the amniotic fluid out, and they test the fluid to see if there's like Down syndrome or any other birth defects. Mm-hmm. Every now and then, it's very rare, but the needle pops the sac. So the baby, of course, breathes the fluid. All the fluid drained out, so the baby suffocated. That sucks. And she was maybe 5 or 6 months along. We'd already named him. So unfortunately, he passed. He died in her.
Yeah.
On my birthday, of course, by the way.
Oh, my God.
So she had to go have him, removed.
Yep.
And she wasn't stoked about it.
Yeah.
And it wasn't like, oh, cool, it's legal here, let's do this. No, right. It's traumatizing and devastating, and
yep.
But
I also heard too somebody I was listening to something, and sometimes I listen to shows that are very like the people are in the middle, so it's not like Democrat, Republican, left, whatever. So I was listening to it, and this guy said, "Well, I don't know what everybody is so upset about, because if it's a rape or incest, that's not in the law. It's not in the
legislature.
Yeah, like it's like you can have an abortion for that." And I was like, bullshit.
No, you can't. Yeah,
it's
and a lot of them you can't, and a lot of them there's no exceptions or no exemptions or whatever for abortions.
I just read anyhow. I didn't mean to get on that, but I thought about that. Because I heard from somebody like, oh, I don't know.
I think it's good. I think I missed you putting that out there, but I'm happy that you did.
Because my mom didn't know, so I put it up there too. I don't care.
Did she see it?
Yeah.
Yeah. How old were you when you had it?
29, I think.
Did you submit it through Planned Parenthood at all? Because you did. That's why you did it. That's how you did it. I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm
doing a big thing. Cool.
Yeah, and I remember I walked in. I mean, this was so long ago, but I remember like walking in, and the people like out front, it was mainly men, like older men.
Imagine that. And men having a bigger opinion than women do about your body.
I mean, spitting in my face, screaming at me. Like, they don't know what I'm going through or what and people who think it's, I'm going to go have one. No, it was like this emotional thing that I had to choose, like.
But your story, Planned Parenthood is doing a big campaign around stories.
No, I didn't know that.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, right now.
So you tagged them in your story, and they.
I don't know how all that works, but go to Planned Parenthood if you're willing to share on that level, because they're obviously they're being incredibly active policy wise. So if you're willing to.
Did you guys see that viral video of I think they were walking around New York City, and they were randomly interviewing people about the abortion overturning of the Supreme Court?
No, I've had to tune out lately.
Okay, well, they asked some guy, and the guy's like, "Do you know who I am?" And they're like, "No." And he said his name, and he goes, "My mother is the one that founded Planned Parenthood. My whole life has been this, and I do it now." So the fact that they randomly chose this guy was insane.
Crazy.
But I mean, he was like holding back tears.
So what was in the news today when I thought of this was there was a 10-year-old child abuse victim.
Cool.
Who traveled from Ohio to Indiana to receive an abortion. They told them that she should be forced to give birth. So.
Yeah, I saw that story.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I mean,
we said it before. Vote in the lowest level of voting in your town, to your state, to whatever. That's where all of it starts. It's not just voting for the president. Vote in every election you possibly can, and that is the only way to change this going forward.
Yeah, I mean, the percentage of women. Democrats and Republicans is huge. It's 72% are pro-choice, which is shocking to me in some of like the southern states.
America is pro-choice.
Yep.
The people who are being represented by the politicians who are saying we can't do this, the people want it.
Yep.
The people deserve it, and it's so fucking weird that there are laws in this country that only affect one sex. It's crazy. It's absolutely fucking crazy.
If men were
But
able to get pregnant,
everyone says
there'd
it.
be an abortion
at
place
ATMs.
at Starbucks.
Yes.
Like you walk in and be
Yes.
like, oh, hey, I'd like a grande abortion today. Like, you know what I mean? Like that would be
And
it.
if men can get pregnant, there would probably be free healthcare too.
Of course.
Thanks for listening to our comedy podcast. No, but for real, it's important shit. Vote and
Happy July 4th.
happy 4th of July. I really don't feel like we're gonna go and like have some food, but it's not gonna feel very celebratory.
Yeah.
You know, for the first time in my life, I'm like, this is not
This
is not what this is supposed to be.
I saw a meme and it was like, I'm so mad at my independence being taken away. It was this girl, and then it said on July 4th, and there's like a little kid like, I'm a Yankee Doodle dandy. Like,
I put on Facebook earlier. I'm waiting to see if my family says anything about it, but I said, let's see here.
is your family pro-life, pro-choice? And I respect everybody's.
Well, my family's very, very patriotic, so anything that's not overly patriotic would probably catch some flack. But I said,
Right.
Happy Independence Day, everybody. Well, everybody except for women. You all are not as free as men. The Supreme Court says so. Yeah. So we'll see. We'll
And
see how
just
that
the
goes.
fact that when you think about it, that we aren't able to vote in the Supreme Court, like as a
No, it's nuts.
democracy.
It's broken. It's broken. Lifetime appointment? Lifetime? Like, do you know does anyone know an 85-year-old who's like with it and knows like what's going on, has their finger on the pulse of American beliefs? Like, it's so dumb.
That's like even as a Jehovah's Witness, they have I think there's 7 or 9 people that make the rules now. Like supposedly they have like a hotline to God. I don't know but they're all like men that are like 79 and older.
So we can't talk about this week because she's not done yet seeing it. But have you watched Keep Sweet, Pray and Obey on Netflix?
I've started to watch
Okay,
it. I haven't seen the whole.
Yeah, I'm not
Finish it
done yet
next
either.
week because like this came out at this time. The timing's crazy, just about like the power of men and like just women are fucking nothing.
Well,
It's just,
Warren Jeffs. There's
We'll
a
get in-
lot
we'll
of
get
books
into it.
about him that I've read.
finish the thing. You
Oof.
finish it too. We'll talk about it next week. I have a whole list of shit, but we'll talk about most of it next week. I have.
What time is it? Are we done?
We've done over an hour.
Oh,
and I gotta
damn.
start
Sorry.
editing this thing. Sorry.
Sorry, I was late.
No, who cares? You were coming back from Vegas after whatever the fuck you were doing, talking to the Illuminati or whatever you were doing. Your life is crazy.
Wait, I have a funny. Wait,
Here we go.
quickly.
Here it is. Here's the part.
Is this
really
it?
funny.
Go.
So I was at the place I work at, and I was waiting on these women and a guy. And this guy, I dropped off crayons, and I'm like, yeah, just.
You work at a
write.
kindergarten class?
Well, it's like paper and people draw. And he's like, what's this for? And I'm like, yeah, just draw. I'm like, lots of people that come here like draw, and I'm like, you should see the stuff that people draw. There was this woman, she was a famous artist, and she drew a picture of me, and I have it at home. It's great. I'm like, Jay-Z drew this like incredible, I thought of Illuminati, and he drew this like this really great.
Did you save it?
Beautiful.
That's
Save
Yeah,
this? That's
saved.
cool.
So all of a sudden this woman goes, oh, I want to see it. And she was this African-American woman. And I go, oh, I think we have like a pile upstairs of really like beautiful artwork. Not just from like famous people. And she's like, no, I want to see it now. And I was like, oh, I don't even know where it is. And I started to feel like, what is she? And she's like, that's my brother. It was Jay-Z's sister.
Oh. Did you go get it for her?
No, I
Okay.
didn't know where it was. But she was so fucking awesome.
That's
Michelle,
cool.
her name is.
That's cool.
So
What's
cool.
up, Michelle Z?
Chelsea.
What's happening? That's cool. The chances of that are
She
crazy.
was so awesome. But I was like, oh, I thought I was like going to get in trouble because I had said like Jay-Z or something.
Oh yeah, you did out him as being a patron there too.
Did.
Hope you enjoyed your last week at your job.
Well, no, and then the woman that was there was like assistant to like Rock Nation or Rockefeller. And I was like, I didn't know any of this. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to be in so much trouble.
Going forward, I'll be quieter. Whoops.
I just said it on the podcast.
That's pretty good.
There you go.
Yep.
Oh well, fuck it.
Please don't ever learn. That's what makes the show good.
It's all bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
You
Who
wouldn't believe the
fuck
stuff I've admitted
cares?
on this shit before. Next week I have some more shit to admit.
Slandered the
my
fuck out
God.
of Morrissey.
Yeah, but he deserves it, and so do people that are very close to him privately. Next week I want to talk about a few things. I want to talk about laundry habits. I quizzed my Instagram and my Twitter pages.
I didn't see
I got some wild responses
about what
about how often people change the sheets. Don't give your answer yet.
Okay.
Okay. I have a new jerk off method I want to talk to you guys about, which is
the face that Darren made. That tan.
I haven't told you about it on purpose. I want to spray it on you on the air.
I love how the intricacies and intimacies of our lives are put on
Well,
hold.
also, to be
until
honest with
it's
you,
time to air.
I don't think I would have that conversation with you like on the phone. Hey, darling, how's your day? Your house sitting. By the way, we're also living apart right now. She's house sitting, and I'm living here. I'm like, how was your day? What'd you do? How's the cat? Also, I got this new grip I'm working on. It's a new grip. I mean, fuck you guys. And then I also want to talk about. I'll save that one. A few documentaries that I'm been blown my mind lately. Documentaries.
Well, which ones can I watch?
I'll give you the list.
Okay.
You got to watch them.
Okay.
And then, but guys, wait till you hear about this new grip. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yeah. Are you jealous of my hand?
Okay.
Good weirdo.
Yeah.
And in the meantime, Heidi, we're gonna try it again, okay?
Oh my god.
Where can people find the show? And don't give an email address like you did last time. You weren't here. Heidi said.
I listened to it and I was dying.
She said. She said. Rareform Radio. No, she said rareformradio@youtube.com, which is an email address. And Basa, it's also an email address that we don't own the domain YouTube.
www.rareform@gmail.net.
You did say that a few times.
Keys on Van Nuys. You can find us on Sepulveda.
KARS Cars for Kids.
KARS Cars for Kids.
You can find us on YouTube at Rareform Radio.
Yeah, sort of. You almost got there. Just search Rareform Radio.
Oh, just
right?
search
YouTube.com/Rareform Radio. If you're listening to the podcast, definitely go subscribe on YouTube as well. Leave some comments. Let us know what you like. Let us know what you don't like. Let's talk some Illuminati.
Go subscribe on Apple or Spotify.
Yes, both of
Right?
those.
Both
yes,
of those.
or anywhere you get podcasts, really.
Yeah.
If you're watching this on YouTube, go subscribe to the podcast
And
as well.
press that little bell thing so then you
The
can
notifications.
Yeah, then you can get reminded.
Yes. Yes.
People always like, press down here.
And where do people go if they want to help you get a Mercedes?
Patreon. Patreon.com.
Yep. /
/Rareform Radio.
Pulling teeth. Okay, pulling teeth. We'll get there.
Wow.
Thank you guys so much for listening. Thank you, Dickless Darren. Thank you. What did we call you before? Hyman Heidi? What was
I
it?
hope not.
What was it? Is that what it was? Who was saying that? Is that you making that noise? With your forehead? That was weird. I didn't know where it was coming from.
I'm the cab
Oh, here was-
driver. I'm the cab driver in Vegas.
I used to work for the FDA. I cured cancer.
But the FDA
Men in
knocked on my
Black
door
shut me
in their
down.
suits and told me stop it.
And
best
you got
was
Morrissey. You became Morrissey. That was
Best
cool.
was that I asked him what they were wearing.
That's my favorite part.
And he was like, huh? Because you made him realize he was bullshitting.
I don't remember
but-
the H for Heidi.
I don't know.
I think it's Hyman Heidi, but we're not going to say it yet. But you also got some stuff that we're going to do some giveaways with
Oh yeah.
that are very inside. If you watch our show on YouTube, you'll get what we're talking about here. It's very inside. We're dropping hints like now. I mean, right now what it is, but we'll get to those later. And in the meantime, I mean, guys, thank you so much. And if you're listening to this, some of you may have less fingers than you had a few days ago if you blow your hands off doing fireworks.
Great. Or making bombs in your.
Yep. Yes. Hopefully everyone had a nice 4th of July and got home safely.
Yep.
And let's hope that next 4th of July we can actually be somewhat proud of this fucking broken country. And For real. I hope so.
kidding, I'm kidding.
It's so broken. Goodbye, guys, and we will talk to you next goddamn week. And tomorrow is just the futures. Yeah, stir. Hey.
This is Lola, and I'm here to tell the world to stop being such pussies and listen to Rare Form Radio.